Good afternoon, everybody. It is Daniella Cruz. That is right. I am no longer using my male pronoun name anymore. I am going strictly by Daniella Cruz or Danny for short, however you'd like to address me. This is an update video because I haven't made one in a while, and I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update since my last video. Well, to get one thing out of the way first, back on May 22nd, I got the phone call from my mother that my great-grandfather had passed away. Now, my great-grandfather and grandfather knew about my transition, but because they were, both of them are very old, they don't really understand it, not in a negative way, but just because their mind, doesn't know how to process it, which is all fine and dandy. At least they got to see me for who I am. Am I going to miss the fact that my great-grandfather isn't going to be here to see me 100% transitioned? Yes. But I know, from my religious standpoint, that he'll be looking down on me as I go through this journey still, and will continue until I'm 100%. Other than that, just been working, like I said in my last video, I do not go into the men's locker room anymore to clean. I strictly stay to the family locker room because it's a unisex bathroom. I still haven't gone into the women's yet because I'm still not there where I'm ready to go in there yet, and I don't think members would be comfortable with that. But, it's taking it one step at a time. I don't need to rush things, especially to do with work, since they're already kind of like teetering, with me being transgender. One of my employees that I work with actually thought that I would be mad at him because, when it gets hot and stuff, I wear a tank top. When it's 90 degrees, I'm not going to be in a t-shirt. And, he told somebody else, and they told me, and I said to him, I'm a really easygoing girl. You can come up to me and talk to me about it. I'm not going to, be mad or freak out. I honestly want to hear people's opinions and concerns. So him and I had a really good conversation about it, and we're on the same page, Let's see. Just the other day, Saturday, I went to a party with a bunch of people from work, and a lot of them don't really know me that well. But my hostess, who is a good friend of mine, she made it very comfortable for me to be there. And, one thing that was unexpected was one of the people that came to the party brought her two daughters, young daughters, I should say. And I know that they were a little thrown off, if you will, and, a little concerned and a little questionable. But, they didn't say or do anything. I mean, they did have a look of like, oh my God, and, I didn't say anything either. When we all did introductions at the party, their mother, came to me and said, at first she was like, and you are, and I said Danny, and they're like, she said, Mr. Danny, I'm like, no, Mrs. Danny, and he goes, oh, okay, and, obviously, I was wearing a skirt and a tank top, but, she just wanted to make sure, and she didn't do it in a spiteful way or anything like that. She wanted to make sure, which was perfectly fine. I don't mind if people, make sure with me. It's better to ask than just assume, because no one likes to assume things. Yeah, nothing really. I'm still, going to therapy and talking to my therapist. We've been making a lot of good progress, and, we talk about a lot of different things. One of the things that I talked about with her was I read an article in a magazine recently, since there's this whole transgender epidemic going on. In the article, it talked about transgender people, especially with the issue with the bathroom, that transgender people should have to register as transgender. And let me tell you, I was mad. I was mad reading that article. I'm like, nope, we're not gonna put a label on it. We're not gonna have to register for who we are. If you're gonna register people, then you know what? We're gonna have to register other people. And we just don't need that. So I talked to her about it, and she actually asked me to take that article and share it with my group therapy session, and I did. And 100% of everyone in that group was like, no, absolutely not. And, honestly, we were a little outraged by that, and some people have asked me, do you think it's going to come down to that? And I'm like, I don't think it will, but if it did, there's going to be more transgender people out there that will fight against it, because we'll stay strong together and be like, no, we shouldn't have to. So that's one of the other things that I've talked about. There isn't really too much really going on with my life. I'm still taking my testosterone blockers and my hormones, and which I love taking them. Every morning I get up and I'm like, oh, time to take those, and every day I start to feel, more and more like a woman. Like, especially, like, I've noticed that my breasts have gotten bigger, and it's like, it's the greatest feeling in the world, and people go, is there ever a day where you don't feel excited when you wake up about being transgender? I'm like, no, there isn't a day that I don't feel excited. I always feel excited. I'm ready to go, and I'm like, what's my next adventure gonna be like? So it's one of those things that I always look forward to. A little bit of an update of something that's coming up that's got me still a little curious and a little kind of worrisome, is I'm going to Hampton Beach on 4th of July with a bunch of friends. About 9 of them are coming with us, so we'd be packed in cars. But I'm trying to decide what to wear, because I have 3 bikinis that I can wear, and they're all awesome. I just don't want to get to the beach and not have anything else to wear, or make anyone feel uncomfortable, or make a scene or something like that. So what I'm looking for from you guys out there who are also transgender or have gone through it, what do I do, in that situation? So, yeah, I mean, this is the update here. If you like anything that I've said today on my video and you want to leave me a comment or subscribe to my page or message me, I will get back to you as soon as I can. I know that a lot of you have messaged me saying, oh, I haven't received a message from you, and I'm like, I'm getting actually a lot of messages, so I'm trying to respond to everyone. It's just hard sometimes between, a crazy work schedule and school and, all that other fun stuff that I do out there. But yeah, you can definitely send me a message and I'll try to respond to you. If I don't respond right away, I will get to your message. Or if you feel like it's something urgent, put in there urgent, and I'll try to make that like #1 priority to get to. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys on my next one.